We are back in London, and we took the morning and part of the afternoon to just relax.
Oh, it was lovely.
It was nice to just chill, especially after a long day of travel yesterday, but quite an exciting day. So now we are headed out of the Airbnb, and we are going to check out some of the sites around London. And I've been here a few times, so this is exciting for Rachel because she gets to see some of the cool stuff around.
Yeah.
Where are we going?
We're just gonna go see some sites like Big Ben, Westminster Abbey, and potentially Buckingham Palace.
Absolutely.
I'm not sure how that works, but first we'll get some coffee.
Yes, coffee.
I don't know if I've informed you yet.
Of course, it's just by default. I should know this. And then the tube. We're venturing out around the city, and it's just about 60 degrees Fahrenheit, slightly under. There are ice cream trucks everywhere. I'm thinking this must be like a regular warm day in London if all the ice cream trucks are out and about.
Because it's always time for ice cream.
That's a good point. You can never go wrong with ice cream, even when it's snowing, unless you're lactose intolerant. London has a bunch of parks, which is awesome. The more green space you can have in a city, the better, in my opinion. The interesting part about this park is that it actually came about simply because they needed to put in a sewer system to the River Thames. So there was a bunch of sewers that were emptying into the river. But eventually they came up with a plan in like the 1600s to create an embankment. And an embankment kind of like was used for this, but also to beautify the river, which was cool. So they created this whole section where they could lead all of the other sewers to release from this area. And they also ended up making a nice park out of it. Great way to use some necessary things like sewers to also then beautify your city. We've seen the greats at Parliament Square, like Winston Churchill, and our very own Abraham Lincoln. Boom. We just got to see Westminster Abbey. We didn't get to go inside. Maybe we'll try tomorrow because they're actually doing services in there. It's an Anglican church. But it's cool because it was created in the 10th century by some monks and has become one of the most important places in England, where 39 coronations have happened and 18 heads of the English/UK royal monarch have been buried there. No burials happen there anymore. I think the last one was in the 18th century, but pretty cool location. Tons and tons of history, but like world history as well, because it's been such an important place. I thought that sign was funny because of course like it's trying to get you to drink some form of alcohol at that pub, but it's true because water does contain bacteria, and we're like in the place where a massive plague took place because of water. There was this massive infestation of bacteria in water in England, killing thousands and thousands of people. And some of the people survived because they stopped drinking water and they either drank alcohol or some other form of juice, milk, something like that. Pretty crazy. The coronation of Charles happens in less than a month. So there's a lot of the area that have stands built, the roads are closed. It's interesting being around here. Kind of lucky that we weren't here a couple weeks later.
Yeah.
Be massive crowds.
Oh, I want it.
We're at the Leadenhall Market, and this is Diagon Alley in Harry Potter. This is where they filmed it. There's actually a lot of construction happening here now, but the market is super cool. We're here on a Sunday, so it's not open. Most of the shops are closed, but just in general, such a cool place. Like, this would be a fun place to just come chill and buy a wand and some magical books. Well, we're just chilling by the River Thames. Wonder how many dead bodies have washed up on the side of this river.
Oh my. Probably a lot.
Probably a lot over the years. Question: is this a human bone? Walking on the Millennium Bridge. It's pretty cool. Gives you nice views of the River Thames and London from both sides. But what's the most important part?
It's the Harry Potter bridge.
It's the bridge in Harry Potter. Wow. The globe.
It's so cool.
Where Shakespeare was. We're standing right here at one point in time.
That's pretty crazy.
Wow, right here where this gum is. Perfect. Perfect.
Yummy.
Well, where we were standing is the recreation of the globe. This is actually where the original globe stood, and a lot of Shakespeare's plays were performed. So now we're standing where some of Shakespeare's plays were played and where he actually stood.
Yeah. Not where that silly piece of gum was.
Yeah, that gross gum. Let's find some other gum. That gum. Or this gum. Shakespeare gum. How many miles do we walk? 8.5 miles today. Exploring London. What was your thought on the city?
Well, I'm not a huge city person, but there are some really cool sights. And again, the history is super cool. Seeing some cool things in Westminster Abbey and Buckingham Palace.
We did see a lot of cool stuff. It was fun, and we still have another full day and then a half day before we have to head home. So we will see you tomorrow as we go out and continue our explorations. Tonight is movie night. And time for food too. All right, peace.
Bye!